Hey guys, it's the Zero 4 again. Anyway, today it's again another day where we don't have a lot to do, so I'll try to fill it in with as much of my voice as I possibly can, and I'll try not to ramble as much as I normally do. I haven't gotten this scripted yet, so in fact I've never had this scripted. I mean, I tried the first episode, but it was hard. It really is hard to follow script, especially when you keep going on and you realize you have more and more to say. So anyway, so farm chores. There's really no events or anything to really see today. It's a Saturday. Most people are just kind of relaxing, hanging out, doing their jobs. And especially early on in the year, there's not as many events that you can see until later in the game, especially the more interesting ones. There are some you can only see when you're married, others when other people are married, under certain circumstances. There's even some scenes you can only see if Cliff leaves. Let's try to make this not babbling. So we'll move on to Cliff. Like I already said earlier, Cliff is sort of the bum, I guess, of the whole series, I guess. Well, maybe not even the whole series, because that refers to What's-His-Face from Innocent Life, the hobo that wakes you up in the middle of the day and goes, "Hey, you need to stay on the farm for 7 whole days, otherwise I'm going to haunt you for the rest of your life." Yeah, he's creepy. I don't even remember his name. It's like Todd something. Anyway, Cliff is the smexy bum of the area, and that's only for the first year. Now, whether he stays a bum all depends on whether or not you can get him a job. Sorry, I got really confused about what to do with the egg. My rucksack was full. Anyway, so with Cliff, you can either get him a job at the winery, like I said earlier, in the fall of the 14th of fall, or you can just kind of ignore him, befriend him, all that good stuff, but he leaves sometime in the middle of winter. And you can see the event as he leaves, actually. Doug kind of talks to him and says, "Yeah, well, what about Ann?" And he says, "Fuck Ann, I'm going to keep going. I need to find a way to make some money." And somehow, even though he's running out of money, he suddenly scrapes together enough to get on a boat to leave, I guess. I don't know. I remember when I was first playing this game, I actually was courting him, and I had a fair game, and then all of a sudden I saw the event where he left, and I literally went through the whole season kind of just waiting at the pier going, "Cliff, are you coming back? Hurry, come back." And then I read into Uchi no Tana, I think, at the time, and they said that he would never come back. Never come back. And I was so pissed off. And I thought about, talking to Gray and making him my, person kind of guy. And it just didn't work. I mean, he's not a guy that I would normally check out to begin with, even when I was little. When, dark and mysterious and quiet was actually really sexy. I don't know. It's just no fun. So this time around, I'm just going with Rick. And then I can piss off Karen, so it's so much fun. I don't know, honestly, Karen and I would probably be friends in real life. I remember having a friend like her in middle school at one point. Oh well. But back to this. What you saw Rick doing earlier was he was basically shopping with his mom. Or shopping for his mom, as he says. But he was actually just kind of hanging out with Karen. And that's kind of what they do. Like I said, they were, old friends. They were friends from the very beginning, and then they realized their love for each other, and then they get married, and nobody really has kids after they get married, except for you. And you can play this game, like, I know that at one point you can actually get a letter from your 200th year of playing this game. And I look at this and I can almost imagine nobody actually aging in this game. Ugh, look at Saibara. He doesn't look like he would last another 200 years. I mean, seriously, how the hell does this work? And then there's that one Barley from the farm that gave you the horse. He doesn't look like he would last another year, much less 200. And then the children, they stay young forever. So, I don't know, I guess there's a development problem. And I guess they tried to fix it in Another Wonderful Life. It just failed. It really did, because I remember feeling so sad when Celia died. No, not Celia, sorry, I'm thinking about the old lady, like, Nana? Nancy? Her name started with an N of some sort. I think. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it was a C. Like, Kathy, or... No, it wasn't Kathy. Kathy was a little girl. Ah, I'm so confused. Anyway, she died after your first year of farming, and then her husband was left all by himself, and he stayed alive as far as I know. I think he stayed alive until at least your 4th year. Or your 4th turnabout. It can't be your 4th year, because that's when you start having a teenager. And then you get to either smack him or tell him, oh, it's okay, sweetie. I would totally smack him because there was this one scene where apparently he was like, Dad doesn't do shit at all. He doesn't work on the farm at all. And I would understand that if you had married Rock, I guess. But not Marlon. Or even, not Griffin. Gustafa. I don't know. I would smack the living crap out of my kid if he tried to disrespect his father that way. Okay, maybe not smack the living crap out of him, but definitely just kind of punish him in one way or another. It's just how I was raised, so don't knock me. Apparently my mom thinks it's gonna rain today. It is kind of foggy, but I don't think it's gonna rain. I mean, it's still summer. Seriously, it's like revenge of the summer. It's been really cold here for a summer here in California. But, I don't know. Anyway, here's the Harvest Goddess again. And we have 4 more days until we can get the Power Berry. And then, let me see. And then, as soon as the cucumbers come in, we're going to have to sacrifice them. And here's what I mean by sacrifice them. If you throw them in the lake that is nearby up towards the mountain, then Kappa will show up. And you give him 10 of them once a day. And then on the 10th day, he'll come up and say, quit throwing cucumbers at me, and he'll give you a special little berry thing. And that special little berry helps you from building up too much fatigue. And fatigue points are pretty much the opposite of stamina points. I'm sure you already understand what stamina is. It's basically the HP of this game. But fatigue points are basically, they build up after you run out of stamina. So essentially you have about 200 HP points when you start out. But so you have 100 stamina points and 100 fatigue points. Now your fatigue points build up. Once you hit 100, then your face turns blue around 80, and then you are knocked out and sent to the clinic at 100. How they find you, I don't even know. Nobody ever comes to your farm. So, I don't know. Anyway, so, but it's not like it makes it harder for you to build up your fatigue. Usually, it only applies for when you're in the rain. And when you are in the rain, you lose stamina and you lose fatigue at the same time when you use your tools. However, with the special berry, then you don't lose any fatigue. You don't start building up fatigue until you lose all your stamina. So it's basically like you're working in the sun. So we definitely want that. We definitely want that as soon as possible. It's just like finding the power berries. There we are. Anyway, I'm going back and forth into the mine because it's just not working. We don't want to lose any stamina trying to use the rocks. Anyway, so I'm going to save right here. I'm going to give you an amusing little picture in a moment, and then I'll be back once it's all over. Alrighty, so I'll see you guys later. Okay, see ya. Haha, that was fun. Oh, well, that was, I think that was Bad Religion, it was called. Let's see, Bad Religion, that was Supersonic, or I could go Supersonic. I don't really like the song in general, but paired up with City Escape, it's actually a lot of fun, so, yeah, I like it. Anyway, so I got a little piece of silver just cause, since we're gonna finish up. Oh, that's also a black grass, by the way. Anyway, I believe I've already explained those. Anyway, so we're gonna bring our chicken in like we normally do. And was I saying? Oh, right. I brought in the silver just because I think we already gathered up all the stuff we could forge for today, and we can always use the extra money. Anyway, so sometimes your chicken won't eat when they're outside, so what you do is you just kind of put one down just in case. Put down their chicken feed just in case. We're gonna leave our horse outside for the time being. And what am I doing now? Checking the weather. I just wanted to make sure it was sunny before I left him outside, because before he starts to like you, it's a total pain in the butt just to get him inside. Once you get him to like you, though, he becomes far more amiable. You can just whistle and he'll follow you. Unlike some of your freaking livestock, literally, you seriously do have to buy the bell if you want to. And the sad thing, if you want to move your sheep and your cows, otherwise they get really nitpicky and it's evil. So I guess if you want a lot of money, keep them inside. But if you really want to win something like the cow festival or the sheep festival, your best bet is definitely to, you know, keep them outside, I guess. But don't leave them out in the fall, only in the summer, because they get really mad at you if you leave them out during the summer, or during the spring, during the fall. Definitely summer is their best time to keep them outside. Anyway, so, my mom, she's playing music right now. Anyway, there's my dog. That's how you find pretty much anything that you feel you've lost. You can even do this with your baskets once you buy them, and I'll show you exactly why you'll want to be careful with them later. I remember this one time I went to Saibara to get something upgraded, and I had my basket, I set it down, and he kicked me out, and I couldn't get it until my thing was finished. So anyway, I'll leave you guys for today, and I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you later. Bye.